we are about to get underway with the main event.
Yep, big grand final. A lot at stake here. Bragging rights, some prize money.
I just won $100 because Max won blind.
Oh, you put the money on it.
Hey, I put my money where my hometown boys are.
Yeah, we're ready. Are we ready, Kevin?
We're ready. Let's do it.
Are you guys ready?
How about you, chat? Are you guys ready?
All right.
Not gonna lie, it really bugs me when people are like, I can't hear you guys. Are you ready? They ask again.
First, we again want to thank Rubik's for their sponsorship for this event and the Cubicle for their partnership and prize money. In addition, all you guys as competitors have been able to experience this competition the way that it was due to the incredible job that our staff members have done for the last 4 days at this competition. Can we give a big round of applause for all the staff?
Oh. Can you put that on the second?
As an organizer, they made our job incredibly easy. We're gonna now announce the judges, runners, and scramblers for this round, and then we will start immediately with the 16th and 15th seeds. On the red stage, our judge is Saranj Grover. Our runner is Calvin Nielsen. And hidden from view, we have our scrambler, Ryan Drew. On the blue stage, our judge is our local Maryland delegate, Corey Sikowski. The runner is Matthew Dickman. Our scrambler is still Ryan Drew. All right, everybody. That's the staff. Those are the thank yous. We're now going to be starting with our 16th and 15th seeds. In 16th place, with a 7.98 average in the semifinals, a 23-year-old from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. His biggest cubing accomplishment, he says, is being the winner of Euros 2018. Give it up for Mats Blok!
Don't use these rooms at all because they don't show the times.
Well, yeah, pounds red, pounds blue, and pounds time.
Yeah, you're using it.
Well, yeah, I was just because.
All right, Mats Blok about to enter, hopefully soon.
Where is he?
We got an audience clap started to encourage him to come out. Little camera shy.
I definitely don't think Mats is camera
Mats.
shy. That's not him either.
All right. Bear with us, guys. We're going to find Mats Blok for you to start the finals off.
He's a mysterious man. Sometimes you just can't find him.
He, we'll keep it on the walk-in camera
His
for a
Mats
little
dead.
bit. Or maybe this is all part of his plan for a really big showcase entrance. Also not Mats Blok.
All right, it's kind of late. Do we DNF him for not showing up?
Oh, there he is.
I think the waiting. I think the waiting room's probably a little far away, and they didn't realize that like he had to go. He had to walk all the way downstairs because the chill rooms are upstairs, like up 2 flights of stairs. They got to be like really ready.
Yep, they have to bring.
All right, Mats Blok, a timeless classic in the cubing community. Been competing at the highest level since Worlds 2011. Yep. I think the last time, since not counting. Not counting 3 weeks ago, the last time he didn't make a final was like 2009 Euros, he said.
Yep, he's been around for a
An
while.
11-year-old from Canada.
Oh, we got to show some love to
His biggest
the Canadians.
accomplishment, he says, is getting first at square one at this competition and breaking the Canadian NR while winning. Give it up for Ethan Arez!
Yeah.
All right, Ethan, this is from hometown Toronto. I got to show some love to Ethan myself.
Why for practice solves? He was doing it during RIT.
Ethan's 11 years old, I believe. You can tell by the POV camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's let's switch on over to.
All right, so we are going. We have Matt is going to be going first. All right, and here we are with the final. We had the first 2 seeds are both of our foreigners. I don't know if we have other foreigners. I think everyone else is united from the.
Joaquina Barca from Canada as well.
Okay, so we have 3 foreigners in this final. We're actually the top 11 seeds are all U.S. Sometimes there's a lot of foreigners that come to nationals, but usually in the World's years, most people pick their international travel as Worlds, and nationals ends up usually just mostly being U.S. All right, so we got Mats here. He is well known for VLS, fall class slot. Probably see some of that on Showcase today.
Wow, great start from Mats Valk, 5.9.
Wow, great start is the understatement. I think anything under 6 he'll be extremely excited about. That was a very nice one. I think I don't know what exactly, but I feel like he used the VLS there.
Yes, he skipped something. All right, we got Ethan Erez from Canada
Standing
up
up.
next. He does have the classic standing pose with 1 foot up on the chair.
You compete with him all the time. Does he always stand?
Yeah.
Not a
Nice
bad
answer
start.
from Ethan, yeah.
7.5.
Ethan with the 7.5.
Do you think he practices at home while standing?
Standing? You know, I
Because,
wonder.
really, if he's going to stand during competition, you should simulate. You should do the same thing at home as you will in
Yeah.
comp. So
He probably limits his practice sessions then to as long as he can stand.
it's exhausting. I only practice on a treadmill, to keep the cardio going. All right, Mats with a huge start. If he can get another good single here, he's going to be well on his way to maybe top 3 finish.
Oh, a bit of a lockup there at the end.
Big lockup there on the PLL.
7.57.
I looked like an R perm with the RUD R perms there, but
Yep.
Pretty unfortunate. And 7.5 is not going to be bad. You really don't want to be counting your 7.5s though. For a keeper with the caliber of Mats, you really want to be hitting 3 counting 6s. Which, let's see what Ethan can get. Ooh.
Also a bit of a lockup for Ethan.
Yeah. I think he had a U case, and I thought he was going to do a ZBLL,
Yeah.
but okay, Mats, stop using the timer to practice, please.
Yeah, this is not an official solve.
Yes, please don't be using don't use the timer to practice, people. But yeah, so Ethan with the 7.5, I did see a U. I'm pretty sure I saw a U OLO, which I thought he was going to do ZBLL. Most of the really top viewers know a lot of those U and or the other cases, but 7.5 isn't bad. Uh-oh.
A bit of a slow start.
Yeah, he made a face.
Catching up, though.
Uh-oh. Not
Okay,
too bad.
7.42.
7.42. You can see the timer,
Mats with a 9.42.
Oh, +2.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you can't see that from our angle.
9.42. That's going to be rough. So he's now counting a 7.5, which obviously you have that 5.9. So any low 6 is now counting for sure, which is great. But, wow, Ethan taking a very quick start there.
Nice
Ooh,
solve,
wow,
Ethan.
that was a
7.33.
nice
finish.
That was a fast PLL. Very impressive. So Ethan is crushing it right now. I mean, he was a high 7, but he's he's on pace for a low 7 this round.
So for anyone new to speed cubing, who's just tuning in, the reason Mott's last solve ended up a 9 was because he was off by 1 turn, which is a +2 second penalty. So you have to be very careful on the finish of your solve to
Make sure the cube is solved.
Exactly.
Usually a good thing to be doing. I'm trying to pull it through with these semis results. Got Mott's 4 solve here. You really cannot be getting anything back because of the counting 9. And you can't count 9 if you want anything decent.
Oh, a bit of a pause in the start there.
All right, there we go.
Wow.
Oh, there
He
we
made
go.
up for it right
6.1
there.
counting. So we have a 6.1 and a 7.5.
Counting 6.1.
He's sitting on best possible average once it goes in. Best possible average is 6.56. Worst possible is 7.70. That would be at the counting 9. So 6.56 possible. That's certainly a time to come in. Oh, shoot. All right, Ethan is a quick starter. Unfortunate for Ethan. 9-6.
Ethan with a
Yeah, shakes
That's
his head
totally
there.
that's totally fine. He's been very consistent on his first 3 solid 7-5, 7-5, 7-3. So
Yep.
yeah, he obviously can't be counting that.
If Motts gets a really fast one at the end here, he could secure a spot in the top 3.
I mean, 6-5 sounds like it secures a spot in the top 3, but there are
Who
no
knows, right?
guarantees. Like
Yeah.
there are some fast people coming up here,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
I would be surprised if 6-5 doesn't podium, especially
Yeah.
with the extra pressure added from this competition. Although another interesting thing is that World is so recently, and almost every one of the top competitors went to Worlds, that you're kind of in this like post-Worlds lull where you don't really realize that Nats is such a big deal as it is,
Right.
and some of them
Coming
might
off
be a
of
little
the
more
Worlds.
relaxed.
Mott's probably one of them. He's been competing for a long time.
Well, this isn't even his nationals, so he's definitely probably in a chill mindset. Uh-oh.
Yeah, not the best with that.
That's
fun.
it's not going to be good enough
Motts
there.
with an 8.41.
So a pretty respectable average, but we have a 7.37 average, so
Okay.
that's fine. I would be incredibly surprised if that makes top 3, but 7.3 is not too bad. Should be middle of the pack, I guess. Will is if Will gets his best off right now, he's going to beat Motts.
Ethan.
Sorry, Ethan, not Will. Ooh, that got really hurt. He was on pace for such.
+2, I think.
9-9.
Ethan with a 9.9.
Another example, you can see the cube's 1 turn off from being completed, so
Let's
that
give
bumps
a
his
big
time up
round
to
of applause
9.9.
for Motts Vulcan, Ethan Arad.
That's really unfortunate for Ethan.
Yeah, he had a great consistent average.
Honestly, if that wasn't the +2, he would have been sitting at a 7,
Yeah.
7.5, 6 average. Zamat's currently in first place with 7.37. Second place is Ethan Arad, 8.26. But obviously, there's only been 2 people, so we'll see how the rest of the competition pans
All
out.
right.
All right, we got 2 more coming
We're
up.
going to be moving on to our 14th and 13th seeds. Our 14th seed with a 7.80 average in the semifinals, a 17-year-old from California. Runner-up Western champion this year. It's his biggest cubing accomplishment. Give it up for Will Newhoff!
Will Newhoff. So Will was the runner-up Western champ this year, which is very impressive, especially with how stacked California is.
7.73 average in the semifinals. A 16-year-old from New York. His biggest cubing accomplishment is a 16.96 3x3 with the world record. Give it up for Daniel Rose-Levine.
Another big name.
Daniel Rose-Levine, biggest name in feat solving, that's for absolutely sure, holding the single and average world record, which he reset the average of this competition to win. We now got.
Good luck to the
Still getting ready. So yeah,
Looks like
we got Will's going first.
Will should be up first.
Will's biggest so if you noticed on the regions relay on Saturday or last night, Will was the 4th. He is the 4th ranked California cuber or Western cuber at all, but mostly they're all stacked in California. So he's definitely very good, but it's interesting coming from such a stacked state that all your local competitions of like Max and Danny and Christian, you could easily get 4th with like a 7 flat average.
Exactly. He's about to start, so let's take a look.
He's definitely no stranger to these highly competitive events. Ooh, big positive cross there. Couldn't find his first or second pair. 8.65.
Will
Okay.
with
It's not.
8.65.
You can hear some nice golf claps from the crowd. They know it's not quite what we're looking for, but I think is this Will's first major final? I know he was super excited to make the final.
Yeah, it could be.
Also, I think if it's like your first final and you're pretty nervous, like sub-9 here is like, it's over 9 is like kind of the break point of like, ooh,
He's really
rough.
nervous, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're under 9, if you're like a mid to low 8, like it's okay. TRL with a great start.
Daniel with a 5.85.
That's going to be the best Salva final so far. We've already seen
Motts
2 sub-6s.
Exactly. He got the 5.9.
First Salva final is 5.98, and now DRL with a 5.85 obviously opens the door for a lot of possibilities. You get like a nice PLL skip, you get another 5, and all of a sudden you're in business. Interesting says that Luke Garrett, who we'll see later, counted a 5.1 in the semifinals average and a 9, and then got a low 7.
Hate to see it.
Ooh, Will definitely just like straight up missed the turn with his left hand. All right,
Another
8-8-9.
Will
high
with
eight.
an 8.89.
I think Will. I'm gonna imagine he's gonna be mid-8 the entire time. I think his last solve might be faster because after there's like no more pressure because he's locked in like a mid-8 and then he can bust to 7. But
Yeah.
I think he's probably feeling just happy that he's not like he's doing comfortable solves and he's happy to be here.
It'll be interesting to see what Daniel gets here, following up a 5. You can only imagine the kind of pressure he's feeling.
He's
right
on
now.
last layer. Was he on last layer at 3? Oh, I thought he was. Ooh, 7-4. Not
Daniel
bad.
with a 7.4.
That PLL was really fast.
Yeah.
I thought he was on last layer 3 for a second. I was gonna be like, no way, is he gonna get
Another
another
5.
5? 7-4 is certainly good. I mean, you can count a low 6 on 7-4. That's what Matt's had going in the last solve, and he was sitting at 6-6.
That's a competitive average.
But also, if you don't count a 7-4, you're definitely good.
Yeah.
Let's see what Will's got. It's all 16 comparatively the same scrambles. Different, of course, each for 5 different scrambles, but they're all the same ones. H-perm.
Yeah, Will just consistently sitting at the high 8s.
High
Will
8s.
with 8.78.
8-6, 8-8, 8-7. Pretty solid. What do you think? I mean, it's just, I was going to say, it's like, what do you think like the 16th place time's going to be? That's kind of a negative conversation. All right, DRL with a pretty open-ended average here.
It's pretty quick.
Nice.
Low 7. He's happy with that. For
His
sure.
last layer cases certainly weren't as nice as last time. He his TPS was moving on that last layer, but it still took him a full 2 seconds. So
I'm surprised he's staying cool. I mean, it's really hard to
lead out with a 5-8,
Yeah.
which Daniel's a good 3-3 solver, but like he's not quite the same caliber as like the people we're gonna see later. So leading out with a 5-8 really opens some possibilities, and he's keeping it together quite nicely. Will here with this 4 solve. Good solve here. We'll lock him into a 8 average, which should be okay with. All right, last layer. Here we go. Another 8.
Another high
8.99. There we go.
I'd love to see Will bust a 5 on the last one.
Mr. Consistency. All right.
Yeah.
Worst case 8-8. Best case 8-6. I'm sure. Maybe not what he was hoping for because he got 7 in the semis, but it's perfectly respectable time.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Especially
him.
if it's first finals appearance.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get the pressure off and just like drop a 4. TRL. A little bit of hesitation. Oh, big hesitation. Maybe he's doing like a ZB or something. Oh.
Ouch. Well, hopefully that one gets us started.
Yeah, he's definitely like with that 585 though. He's still in a position where if he gets the best solve on the last one, he can get 686. Would require obviously getting another 5-8.
Another 5, yeah.
But it's not impossible. One PLL skip. PLL skips can save the day.
And getting lucky is not a crime.
Indeed. I will with his last solve of the competition. Hopefully he can pull something out. Show us why he's in this final. All right, there we go. 797.
He dropped the sub-8 in the last solve.
Good showing from Will.
Will with a 7.97.
All right, so we got DRL with its final solve. Best case 6-8, worst case 7-9. Obviously, we're not trying to count that 898. That would be really rough. Looking good. Oh, a little bit of a pause there. 847.
8.47.
All right, so after our first 4, we got. That's not.
Let's give another big round of applause for 14th and 13th
All right,
seeds,
so
Will Newhoff and Daniel Rose-Levine.
After our first 4, we got first place. Shoot, the times aren't in yet.
Just waiting on the last times to come
Our
in.
production crew are entering the times? David, who's entering the times? Who?
All right, so we're just waiting on our 12th and 11th seed to come up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Our 12th seed with a 7.70 average in the semifinals. A 13-year-old from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
His biggest cubing accomplishment is making this 3x3 finals. Give it up for Joaquin Abarca!
All right, got to show some love to Joaquin,
right.
my hometown Cuber.
Okay, we got the results. One sec. We'll go over them in a second.
Our 11th seed with a 7.65 average in the semifinals. A 15-year-old from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. His biggest cubing accomplishment is a 6.72 official average, which put him 9th in the world. Give it up for Dylan Miller!
Dylan Miller. If you want to see some crazy fast turning, Dylan Miller's your guy.
He has some of the fastest top-end TPS I've ever seen. All right, so quick overview of the results. We have Mats Falkstone, first place, 737. Second place, Daniel Roselevine, 773. Third place, Ethan Arez, 827. And right now, in fourth, Will Newhoff with an 877.
Good luck to the two competitors.
All right, let's get it underway.
So we're sitting here with Joaquin Abarca. You said you know him? You compete with him?
He's he comes to all the local Toronto competitions. He's from Canada. So one of the 3 foreigners at U.S. Nationals this year. In the finals, I mean.
Yeah. I think there's more than 3 foreigners here. Got one sitting right next to me.
That's true.
What is he normally like in 3x3?
He's definitely sub-8 consistently.
This looks nice.
Great start.
Ooh.
Nice.
686.
686 for
Joaquin
Joaquin.
with a 6.86.
We're seeing that the first scramble is quite nice. So we're looking
Yeah.
at the average time for each solve, and the first scramble is almost an entire second faster. It is an entire second faster than every other one. The last solve is by far the worst, although that might just be due to people getting nervous when they have a good average.
Yeah,
they
you
could lock
start
in.
with a really good one, too.
Yeah. It's fun when the first scramble is easy. Dylan with 6.
Ooh. Almost a +2. Let's get the ruling.
You know, it's good when the competitor always the competitor gives that head shake just to tell the judge that, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Dylan with a 6.41.
Nice. No +2.
641. Nice start from Dylan as well. Dylan, I know he's trying to redeem himself. I know last year he did not make the Nationals finals, while he is pretty often gets sub-7 averages at competitions. So we got Joaquin with the second solve. A little shaky there, but a nice smooth transition in the last layer. Wow, that last layer was...
Yeah.
Joaquin
He
made up for it.
7.91.
Oh, yeah. F2L pair 4 plus OLPL was very smooth. But yeah, continuing, Solve 2 has been averaging like 7.9. Wow, yeah, Solve 1 average is 6.8 so far.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to see what some of these guys are going to get in the
Yeah,
first
the top
solve.
seeds.
Yeah, I know.
We might see some low 5s.
We got Max in the next group.
Max Park.
Yeah. In the next group.
8th.
He's
Or
9th seed.
9th seed.
All right, Dylan Miller. Dylan has some super high highs. He also has some low lows in terms of his competing, but with a good start like 6-4, he's probably got a good mental state, and hopefully he can absolutely crush these next 4. This one is looking good. You can see some of this crazy Dylan Miller fast turning.
Wow, 743.
Dylan with a 7.43.
Locked up at the end there, but like, I mean, I think he's going to be, especially after not making the final last year when he was definitely seeded 2, I think a solid low 7 average he can't be disappointed with.
Yeah. He looks pretty happy right now.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He's fine. He's fine. Counting 7-4 is totally fine. You only got 2 solves in.
Joaquin also looks pretty cool, calm, and collected.
Does he go to major competitions that often?
78.
Joaquin with an
I don't think he made it to
8.78.
Worlds, but he's also, I mean, look how young he is. He's
Yeah.
definitely going to be a big name for many years to come.
All right, so we got Dylan Miller solve 3. This 3x3 finals. This is 3x3 finals. This is the big event. I do like the fact that everyone's getting good times in the first solves. It really opens the door. Just like if you get another good time, you're all of a sudden in like super good position. Worlds was pretty much the inverse. Everyone did terrible in the first solve. Oh, definitely he like slipped with his execution there, and super lock up on the 6 move OLL.
Yeah.
Dylan
Yeah.
with an 8.10.
Dylan's the kind of guy, he's got such fast turning that really, like you said, like it'll really benefit him if he doesn't lock up. But when he locks up, it ruins itself.
High risk, high reward.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, and that had a 6-move OLL, and I think in an easy PLL, like, he knew that was easily could have been a 6. That is a 6 at home from every single time.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a wasted opportunity there, but part of being good at these finals is being able to compete when it matters under the pressure, and you gotta be able to do it. This looks smooth. 879.
Joaquin with an 8.79.
So as with most of the competitors, times have gotten worse in these averages over the 4 solves. Joaquin's best average possible is 785, worst is 849. So he is best case 3rd place. So unlikely to podium, considering the people we have coming up next. Oops.
And we know you guys can't see it right now, but these guys are performing in front of probably about 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Especially for a lot of them, it might be their first time up on the final stage, so a lot of pressure.
Yeah, at the very least, a lot of these guys are like 15 or
Yeah.
younger. Like, we got some new names. I can already look at like Luke Garrett, Max Shao, are very young. They're under like 13 or less. Dylan Miller taking a little bit extra time to get himself composed. Can't remember if he's color neutral or not.
I'm not sure.
All right, this one looks.
He's flying on this.
Oh well. 818
so
or
it's
819.
8.19.
Yeah. Sometimes there's just like a lot of moves, but they might not be that efficient or like some bad cases. And you really, if you're gonna do a lot of moves, you gotta really max park it and just like burn them out without stopping.
Yeah.
So Dylan is sitting on best possible of 731. Worst is 791. So he would jump all the way up to 1st place right now if he gets the best solve. I want to see what Joaquin's last solve is. .806.
Joaquin
does that
with
put
an
him at?
8.06.
So his final average is going to be, I'm not sure. Dylan Miller here with a chance to take the current 1st spot. A 7.31 average, probably unlikely to take top 3, but you never know what's going to happen. You definitely want to always put yourself in the best possible spot. Every 10th can count. Very nice.
Dylan with a 7.28.
So that's going to put Dylan in a close lead for the first 6 competitors we've seen so far.
Yeah, I don't think he's not going to take
Give
1st
one more
place.
big
Not
round
first,
of
no.
applause for Joaquin Abarca and Dylan Miller.
Great performance, guys. Let's just take a moment now while we're waiting on the next 2 to come up. We know there's probably some new people to cubing in the chat here. So the way this works is that each competitor, everyone gets the same scrambles. So they have the same starting position on the cube. You do 5 solves in total, and they eliminate your best solve and your worst solve. So you're ranked by your average of the middle 3, and we're tracking this alongside of these competitors. So we'll keep you updated with who's in the lead. As
Our
we go along.
10th seed
Right. Oh.
in 3x3 with a 7.31 average in the semifinals. A 19-year-old from Wisconsin. His biggest cubing accomplishment is his 7.05 3x3 average. Give it up for Brian Johnson.
All right, we have Brian Johnson over here on blue stage. And we got a big, heavy hitter coming out at 9th seed. Possibly the biggest surprise of semis.
Yep.
I don't think this man really needs any introduction. Everyone who's
Our
anyone
ninth
knows who he
seed
is.
with a 7.23 average in the semifinals. Also a 17-year-old from California. His biggest cubing accomplishment is his 7x7 world record from this competition.
What?
Give it up for
Yeah.
Max.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm surprised he put that.
I mean, yeah, it's a good record, but like, I'm
Maybe
gonna be
not his
real.
best,
Max has a lot of cooler accomplishments than
Yeah.
his 140s thing. Like 140 is a really great single, but he won worlds in 4, 5, 6, 7, and 08 like 3 weeks ago.
And nobody
Anyone-
expected him to be
anyone
ninth
worlds in
seed
Paris.
going into this.
Like, okay, yeah. So the biggest thing to talk about here is that Max Park is a 9th seed in
Yep.
finals. That's like the worst seed he's ever like been he hasn't gotten ninth in a round since he became like a big thing.
Yep.
If you're not too familiar, Max is capable. Max is probably the favorite to win, and he's up right now.
Yep.
So you got Brian Johnson.
Ooh, a little
That
late
was-
on the
Brian
timer
with a
stop.
7.68.
I think he didn't realize that. Like, I think he thought he had a +2, and then he like dropped the cue and was like hesitant to pick it back up and
Right.
fix it, but it was good. And then a little delay cost him a couple tenths, but I think he'd rather start with a 2/10 slower time than risk a DNF.
Yeah. Let's see what
All right,
Max
so this
does.
is the easy scramble, and Max is capable. Honestly, I'd be surprised if this was over 6. A little bit of a slow start there, but he quickly recovers with. Whoa! What happened?
A bit of a lockup
Max
on the
with a
PLL.
7.78.
Whoa! That PLL was
So
not
that's
good.
our slowest first solve we've seen.
No, Will got an 8.
Will got an 8,
But wow,
really
Max
surprising.
with a 7.78
yeah.
on the easy scramble. Like he had PLL at 5. And like Max never does over. Like it's very rare for him to be over a second on PLL.
Yeah.
We have seen at World Finals he was also very nervous. He's been kind of off and on in terms of nerves throughout this entire weekend. So it seems like it might still be affecting him.
Yeah, I definitely think the 9th seed got in his head a little bit.
It absolutely did. All right,
Brian.
7:35. All
Brian
right, very
with a
nice.
7.35.
Yeah, Max was pretty distraught over getting 9th seed. It was definitely affecting him even during 5x5 finals. He was like really upset and like worried about it. And I think just being in this position right now is pretty foreign to him. And
Yeah, definitely.
like
He's used to top 2.
he is, used to being the man to watch. I mean, he's still the man to watch. But 7-7 star is not that great.
Yeah, he does look a little bit stressed right now. See if he can catch up from that start. We're used to seeing Max in the 6s for sure.
I wouldn't say this Nats isn't going well for Max because he did win 4, 5, 6, 7 in OH,
Yeah.
just like he did 3 weeks ago at Worlds. I mean, he is still an absolute snow cold killer in all his main events. It just seems that 3x3 finals, especially, kind of like the nerves he's letting them get to him. A little bit of a lockup there. All right, what is going?
Oh.
What is?
Max
Ouch.
with an 8.51.
Okay, that is
He made
incredibly.
it to OLL around 4, and that was
He
a
had an
really
easy
lucky-
OLL.
Yeah,
it was
the
a very he
the
had
S case.
he had an SOLL. He got there at 4, and it took him like 2 whole seconds at least to do the OLL. So Max is now counting a 7-7.
That's gonna open
It's
the
not
door
even a
for
low
some-
7. That's a high 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this competition is like getting blown super wide open, and like Felix isn't here like last year. I'm Brian Johnson pulling out a good solve right here. Could 696. I mean,
Brian's the
he could be sitting in first place after this too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like
He's got a consistent average.
he
so
does
far.
have to deal with the fact that he's hearing Max get bad times, which like if you hear Max get bad times and you're competing against him, you're like getting a little excited.
Right.
But I don't know. If there's anyone who can recover from accounting 7-7, it's Max Park. I would not like if he gets 3 5-5s in a row. Totally reasonable. Oh man, that was really slow. Okay, there we go. Little.
Max with a
They're like-
7.03.
He rotated the cube, but he kind of like almost dropped it for a second. Like a little, still uncharacteristic. Max doesn't. He's like, his whole thing is that he just. It might not be the most efficient or fancy, but he just
Yeah.
does the moves perfectly every time. Super fast.
Like you said, very uncharacteristic. We don't see this from Max very often.
Not at all. Brian with a chance to get some real.
You can see he's
Oof.
shaking. Yeah, definitely. He just decided to take the DNF.
Just
Ouch.
straight up give up
Brian
on.
Johnson with a DNF.
He knew that was going to be his worst solve, which
Yeah.
again won't count in his average.
I mean, if you count a 10, you're done anyways. But
Yeah.
in general, wouldn't really recommend it as you always count as
You never
like
know.
you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Having a DNF in the back of your mind isn't great,
Like
but
Max Park could get like a 5 and a 4 right here.
he could.
And
Max
suddenly he's
is
back in the running.
he could get 2 4s. You
He
never
could-
know
he
what's
could
gonna
get world
happen.
record.
You're right, he could, but I think if there's a 3 seconds single possible, someone else has gotten someone nice already.
Yeah.
Here we go. Solve 4. This is important because he could lock himself into a bad average right here or open the door for a great one. That was a freeze.
Wow, he's shaking a lot.
Oh my.
Max with a 7.26.
Wow.
He's really shaky.
He's so shaky. Like the UC after cross, he just straight up froze.
Yeah.
I think this is just not characteristic for Max. Like he's usually low 6 in his sleep. Like he just absolutely crushes it. But we're seeing him being affected by the nerves, especially at Worlds and this weekend. I know Worlds he got 6 average. Like this weekend, his best possible is now 7-0. Brian also affected by some nerves.
Ooh.
And that's why you don't DNF your solve, because now you're counting an 11.
11.06.
I think if he finished his last solve, it might have been a 9
I
or
would.
10.
I knew he had 10, I
10,
think,
yeah.
but I think it would have been better than 11.06. But you know, I mean, he was right. If you're counted 10, you're not going to
You're
make
out.
the top 3 no matter what. So, but all right, here we go. Max best possible average is 703. Wait, no. Oh, best possible is 736. Wow, 736 best possible. He can beat Max if he gets the best time of this. He'll beat Mott's by 0.01. And he will be first, but still. This one's looking better. This is the Max side now.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the no
what's-
pause. There you go.
There we go. I mean,
Max
that's still not considered great for him, but like
So Max, no
Max,
solve under
Max is now
7.
I think tied in no sub 7s, and he's usually the sub 7
Give another big
machine.
round of applause for Brian Johnson.
I don't
and
think anyone
Max
expected
Ford.
that.
Matt's
For one
Mott,
to be the 9th seed and then not drop a single sub 7.
Max is now bumped ahead of Mott's by 0.01. Honestly, I would be surprised if either of them podiumed with those times.
Yeah.
Like they're like now that we're in the second half, there are some people that can vary like 7-3. Like sub 7 might be a little tough,
Yeah,
but
but
these guys
7-3
get
is
low
very-
7.
very doable.
These guys get low 7s all the time.
Yeah.
Max is certainly not out of it, but I would be a little surprised if the next day people, like only 2 of
Moving
them went
on
under
to our
7-3.
8th seed.
Yeah.
With a 7.4 average in the semifinals. A 13-year-old from Indiana. His biggest cubing accomplishment is getting first in round 2 of this competition. Give it up for Luke Garrett!
Luke
Our
Garrett's
7th seed with a 7.14 average in the semifinals. A 17-year-old from Michigan. His biggest cubing accomplishment is being the 5-time 2x2 world record holder. Give it up for Robbie Sabahi!
Rami, another big name in the finals. And what's exciting about the remaining competitors is they don't know how the other contestants have been doing.
They don't know that first place is up
Good
for
luck.
Yeah.
grabs. Like usually, if Max is the last seed, you're like, man, I really gotta crush like a 6-2 if I want a chance to win. But they don't realize that
Yep.
the person that most likely to get 6-2 is 7-3. Luke. So Luke is a really young cuber. He's come onto the scene as like a really fast in like the last year or so. He did pretty well at Worlds. Didn't make the final unfortunately, but he got a 6.5 in round 2.
Crazy and that'll
He
take it.
and like he was on pace to, like he counted the 5-1 last round. Like he got 7-1 final, but like he's certainly capable of a mid-6 average right now. We have not seen him though in any major finals. This is his first one. Seven six three.
Luke with a 7.63.
It's not too bad. Obviously, like the kids are kind of like the younger kids are hard to predict how they're gonna handle the pressure. Some of
Right.
them are just like, oh, just another day.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
I don't really
another day.
know, but like some of them really let it get to them. Rami obviously used to be one of those fast kids back in the day. Now he's a little bit older, about to enter college next year. He's been in this final a few times. I think he's fairly comfortable. You never really quite get used to these high pressure events, but
Right. And he's coming off of a disappointing 2x2 final, so maybe that calms his nerves a bit. Or
maybe it puts a little more pressure to
Yeah.
do well on your last event. But a little pause at the start. 7-6.
Rami with a 7.61.
Not too bad of a start for these guys, but the first few coming out were all busted 6s on basically every single solve. On the first solve for all of them, but the average has gone up a bit.
And these are the bottom 8 seeds.
These are the
So-
top 8 seeds, you mean. But yeah, fast ones.
Yeah.
The bottom 8 seeds got the good times. Let's see what Luke can get here. looks like. Ooh.
Luke with an 8.23.
Yeah, he
8.23.
added about a second there with the drop.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want a +1 with the pick up and fix as opposed to a +2.
Plus two, yeah.
But yeah, you'd obviously rather just, solve the cue ball is still in your hands to begin with. See if Rami, not necessarily recover from his poor start, but because you can still count a 7-6. They're just going for under 7-3 at this point, but he's gonna need. He would like to get some sixes right now. Oh, that PLL execution is.
Rami with an 8.44.
Yeah, PLL execution was really rough. He's going to need to really clean it up because, yeah, he can count that, but it's just not going to be quite enough. Okay, yeah, the results are coming in. We got Luke Garrett, third solve. He's going to really need something better if he wants any chance right now. We're going to look for them sixes. I mean, this guy, he gets sixes. These guys all get sixes, so regularly. Luke, I think, gets sixes more regularly, though.
This looks pretty quick.
Here
yeah.
we go.
Long PLL. I couldn't
Luke
tell what
with
that
a
was.
7.49.
I think he did M2 at the start. I think he thought he had a different case, and then he started it, and he had to undo the start because he was at PLL 5.
Yep.
And that was 7-2, which isn't terrible, but you expect a little better when he's turning that fast.
So Rami's gonna need to reset the time here. There we go.
Very important. Don't forget that. All right, Rami. Here we go. 6. Oh, I thought he was on PLL.
Ouch.
Uh-oh, 10-4.
Rami with a 10.48.
Oof.
That's gonna count his 8.4.
That one's going to hurt. Counting 8-4, you basically need to get a couple of sixes if you want any chance at this point. For some reason, our stat sheet is being a little weird. Interesting. Oh, sorry. Let's see what Luke Garrett can get. All right, here we go. Nice. 708.
Luke with
Are
a
you a little bit happier with that? Yeah.
7.08.
Classic time.
Classic 708.
Let's see if we got the cube man in here.
Oops.
Cube man is in here.
Q-Man. Pog you. Alright, I don't know why. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. I got the. I'm gonna get it on my phone now. So I've got
So
the
Rami
update.
thinks this is either really difficult or really easy.
7-6-8-4. He's counting 7-6-8-4. He really. If he wants to have a chance to podium here, he's gotta go straight to the low sixes. Which this could definitely be one with a good execution here.
Another
708.
7.08.
Back to back.
Get those Eric Ockerdijk fans out in the chat. Legendary record.
What a time.
I know. He didn't do double fur of U2 though for the last layer.
At the cube man 708.
At Cube Man. Oh, there's 678. All right.
That's all
Luke
for
with
Will.
a 6.78.
This is- Those are the type of times that Luke, he's happy.
Yeah.
I think at this point he's just trying to get just an average, he knows that he's probably not going to be winning with any of these results, but I think he's happy just to be getting decent sixes again. Oh, that was his last solve, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't like. Oh, sorry.
Let's see what Rami finishes up on here.
Shoot.
Nice solve. for
Rami
Rami.
with
6-5 for Rami.
6.52.
Very nice.
You can definitely see these competitors relaxing a little bit toward the end of their average.
Yeah, it's like people as they realize that it's less
Give
likely
another
for them.
big round of applause for Luke Garrett and Rami Sabahi.
But
All
again,
right. So Luke Garrett was 740 average. Rami Spahi 771 average. So Luke Garrett's going to be now in third place behind Max Park and Mods Valk, respectively. Yeah.
All right, we're getting down to the
It's-
top 6.
It's pretty close. I mean, 736, 737, 740, but we got
we got our
some,
top seeds.
we got some top 6. Danny and Drew are probably the ones that not quite as expected to really crush it as the last 4. The last 4 are going to be real good, but
Yeah.
they certainly have capabilities of getting 6 averages for them is no foreign concept.
Our
They were
sixth
low 7 to
seed
make this final, and
with
we
a
could easily see some
7.16
low
average
7s.
in the semifinals. A 17-year-old from California. His biggest cubing accomplishment is his first sub-7 official average with 6.78. Give it up for Danny Park! Our 5th seed with a 7.11 average in the semifinals. A 19-year-old from Ohio. His biggest cubing accomplishment, he scratched off National Champion 2015, Pyramix World Champion 2017, and claims it's Cube National Champion 2015. Give it up for Drew Brads!
Drew Brad's another household name.
Indeed.
Very familiar with being up on the final stage.
A classic jokester, too. I think if you really asked him, he'd say probably his world championship in Pyramix, along with the world record, which he set in Paris. Winning with a world record time in Paris, very impressive. Not a completely uncommon thing to do, but, hasn't happened too many times.
I'm digging how many competitors announced
Good luck.
this competition as their favorite cubing memory or accomplishment.
Accomplishment today.
Yeah.
Well, it's because a lot of them are younger.
Yeah,
Like, you haven't been in that many majors. Drew is very good through IT, but yeah, he won Pyramix at Nationals for like 5 years in a row. It's one of the longer streaks at U.S. Nationals. Many consider him to be the greatest of all time Pyramix solver. But also no slouch in 3x3 as evidenced by his 6th, 7th, 5th seed today. We got Danny Park though, solve 1. Looking like, I thought 6.
Ooh, let's make sure that the
Danny with a 7.39.
Yeah, if it was a reset, he would have reacted immediately. Like the timer
Yeah.
definitely showed it. The 739 is definitely not bad. Danny Park has the fun nickname Slow Park because he lives in the same area as Max Park and they go to all the same competitions. But
this could be
today,
the day to
today he looking like the fast Park.
Yeah, he's looking like a fast Park.
All right, 739 is not a bad start. Usually we'd say it's not the greatest, but in this competition with the times we've seen so far, 7.3 is good. Come on, Drew.
Oh, could have been a little bit faster.
Drew with a 7.55.
Little
But again, they don't know that that's good. They're,
They don't-
they're
yeah.
thinking they might be behind.
I know they're definitely thinking they're behind
With
with mid
Max Park
sevens.
already finished.
Yeah, and Drew is another one of those people like Dylan Miller with the high risk, high reward turning style. He is an aggressive turner, but man, when he gets going,
You see some good singles.
it's flying.
Yeah.
It is flying. So yeah, 7.3, 7.5, not bad start. We're certainly still. There's only been one solve, so but yeah, in great position. They can count those solves and still take first seed. Drew actually won nationals a couple years ago, 2016, I think, the 7.3 average himself. That'd be crazy if he somehow won 3 years later at the same time. Whoa, here we go, Danny Park with a 6. Ooh, 6.
That's close.
It looks good. I think. Oh no, I don't know.
Might be a +2. Not a DNF. +2, unfortunately. So that's an 8.6.
Danny with an 8.63.
That's really unfortunate, man. He was at PLO like 4.
That was
I
fast.
thought he was gonna get a 5. Like, unfortunate, but that is actually really unfortunate because they don't understand that
Yeah.
7 like that. He's in such a good spot.
Yeah,
like
they just take a
the
little
current
bit
times
longer.
are
to
so
make sure.
slow. Oh my god, what happens when Max Shaw wins nationals? On a freak out. Come on, Drew. Oh,
Drew's locking
he
up
looks
a little bit.
nervous.
Yeah. Definitely a
Drew
little
with
bit
an
nervous.
8.86.
Nerves are definitely getting to him with the execution and the mistakes there. Drew, forever the jokester. You can see him warming up with that gear ball on stage. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'd recommend that. Definitely not maybe the most consistent thing to keep your hands fresh, but I think it keeps him in that nice, happy-go-lucky mental state to push out some nice times without getting too stressed. Let's see what Danny's got. He's got to bounce back from the 6-6 because he would be in such a great spot, but certainly not out of it at all. But he does not want to be kind of that 8-6. All right.
He's already on Piolo. Getting a bit of a
Really
long
rough
finish.
peel.
Danny with an 8.28.
These last layers are really getting to people. Like people just.
And again, I just wonder if they knew what the top 3 were right now, if they would like
Be-
slow turn or take it.
Just feel like more safe. Like
Yeah.
it's very for these guys. 7-3 is a walk in the park. Like they can just do some casual solves and make top 3. But you can't just like assume that when. Here we go.
Drew with the 7.34.
Nice, a little bit bailed out by that 6-move TU perm there last layer, but 7-3 is not too bad.
We did catch you saying it could be a walk in the park for Danny.
Yeah. Drew's now sitting at accounting 7-3, 7-5, so if he wants to take first, it's definitely doable. Honestly, at 2 7-0s, 2 7-7s all he needs.
Yep.
It's certainly not a foreign
Put him in
concept.
park, Danny. Put him in park. You can do it.
Does our production manager want to figure out what the issue with the spreadsheet again? It seems to not be updating.
We'll see if we can get you guys an updated top 3.
The stream is updating the times, but like for some reason our live spreadsheet's not working. Oh, I see what we got. 3. So Danny 8-2. He's counting at 8-2, which is going to be really rough. He's going to need some 2 low 6s if he wants to be able to make it work. And wow, that. So, unlike the last solve, with a poor F2L execution, or with a good F2L and poor last layer, that last layer was not easy, but he burned through
crushed it.
Oh yeah, great last layer execution. Unfortunately, the F2L was only subpar, leading to an R7 average, or 7 solve. All right, we got a spreadsheet with some live updating here. We should be back with good stats. All right, so Drew's certainly in the running still. He just needs to get a 7-0 or better on the solve. And the shakes. PL skip.
T from you.
That's going to take him out of
Drew with the 7.85.
top 3 contention. Yeah, the top 3 are also close. 736, 737, 740. That is going to take him out, I'm pretty sure. Let's see once the data goes in. Best possible average is now 734. No way. Wait, oh, that's the best solve.
Single, yeah.
Let me just maximize this real quick.
Yeah, Kevin, like you said, with the
Best possible average 758. Yeah, so he's out of the top 3.
the shakes are really detrimental when you're a fast turner like Drew Brad's.
I know people don't, and there's people. The biggest thing is just no one realizes that this competition is wide open right now. Danny's shaking his head. Last solve does not. And last solve is historically has been the slowest one so far, but not by that much over there. Except it's going to be Danny's fastest if he doesn't do that. No, that one's definitely good. That G from execution was a little rough though. Those guys usually just, and they can sub one all their PLLs. Max Park didn't do the greats, but he is still in first place right now. Like
by .01.
Honestly, with only 4 left, now I'm not. I was so confident that I didn't think he was gonna make it, but now it's like it could just be a slow nationals year. Good start to the X Cross. Little bit of the shakes. 654.
Good end.
Good end for Drew, but unfortunately he didn't get a great solve in the last one. He honestly that I thought that was gonna be a 5. Like he had a little bit of a lockup there, but he crushed that last layer again.
All right,
so
let's do an update.
Let's
on the
pause
top
times.
3.
All right, so we got. Is it updated to like the order yet? Oh no, it doesn't. Let's just talk. So we got first place. In first place we got Max Park 736, and second place Monty Falk 737, and in third place we got Luke Garrett with a 740. Drew Brads, who we just saw, is now in fourth place with 758, and Danny Sung Park pushes down to 8th with 788.
With a 7.02 average in the semifinals, a 16-year-old from California. His biggest cubing accomplishment is being the only cuber from the Bay Area with a sub 7 3x3 average. Give it up for Chris Yen!
Chris Yen, another California native.
A lot of talent out of California.
A lot of talent from California. I think, yeah, the 4 California sub-7s all made it to the finals today. California is a quarter of this final.
12-year-old from Washington.
Let's go, Max Shaw.
His accomplishment is a 6.74 official average. Give it up for Max Shaw!
Max Shaw, my hometown hero.
Kevin's got to support Max in this
I'm
one.
not going to hide the bias. Max Shaw's my boy. He's been crushing at this comp. He got 5th place in 4x4, which is not his best event. 3x3 is definitely his best event. He's 3rd seed right now. He doesn't realize it, but
Good luck to the 2
he
competitors.
can take a podium at Nationals. He can lock up a podium spot right now. That guy crushes sub-7s, although Max does tend to get nervous.
So 7.36
Is the time we're looking for.
Max bar.
Christian, also very easy to lock up a podium spot right now. He's no stranger to sub-7s, and despite being, I think he's second. I think he's second California ranking. It's a little hard to be first when, you know, Max is at 5.8 PB average. Looking smooth. Less smooth. I'm sure he's disappointed with that, but that is under the winning time right now.
I mean, you average that, you're taking home the gold.
You get 5 of those in your first place. Yeah, I know. All right, Max. I think Max is probably the lightest kid in this final. You said he weighs like 80 pounds. Max is one of those kids that like still does every event and just like somehow specializes in everything because he has cubes that much.
Yeah, every day.
All day, every day. A little bit of a shake there, but
Really fast turning.
let's get it, boy. Oh, ZBLL is on 848.
Max,
Not what he wants, but
8.48.
again, they don't know. I'm feeling Christian just looks so calm and collected.
Yeah. Right, Christian solve 2 coming up.
I'm feeling that Christian's gonna be first seed after this set of 2. Whoa,
Wow, this looks fast.
Oh, I thought he was on the there, but still not. Oh.
Yeah, you saw the yellow come
You gotta stop the timer. Like, he thought it was so bad, and he like kind of lackadaisical stop the timer. Probably added like a 10th, maybe. He doesn't know that he can count a 7-8 and still get first. Like, every 10th can count. You gotta be.
This is nationals.
You gotta be slamming that. Well, not slamming it, but you just gotta get your hands on that timer as fast as possible. Like 7, he can actually count a 7-9 and still getting first. You just need because he can get 2 low 6s, and that's like not out of the question for Chris.
Max
see what
shot
Max has
bouncing
got.
back from the 8 to start.
A little bit of a lockup there, unfortunate. 7.32. That's
Max
totally fine.
7.32.
He's like, that's totally fine because that's still under the first place average right now.
Yeah.
All right, Christian. Good solve here can put him in a prime position. Obviously, I think in his mind he's thinking if I count 7-9, I'm out, which is not true.
You're not out.
You're not out. But I think right now he's just like, let's get 3 6s in a row and crush it. Because he's probably like, man, if I want to win, I need some 3 6s.
Yeah.
That probably changes a lot of people's mindset going in. Like they think it's 6 or bust,
absolutely.
like 6 or bust. When really it's like low 7.
So I wonder if that benefits them because, you know, they might not think they have a chance.
I don't know. I think it hurts them in the first few solves at the very least. 761. Okay, not in the best spot, but he's still fine.
2
He's counting.
6s could do it.
He's counting 7-6 and 7-2. He just needs to count. He needs 2 high 6s. We'll be fine. Max is still super open-ended with only 2 solves, so no guarantees on what's going on. He's at least counting a 7-3, which is fine. Let's kid it, man. Oh, it was done.
Max,
Oh, it was
6.08.
it was done. It's okay. It's okay. He didn't have to fix the +2, and
Yeah,
he doesn't know
that could have been
another
worse.
708.
Another 708, third one in the finals.
He looks. I think
He's relieved.
he
I
looks
think.
relieved that like he's doing fine. I think he was like in his mind. I think he's like, all right, I got a decent average.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna win, but let's just have fun. He
He's
doesn't
got a
know that he
counting
can totally
7.32.
win.
He's got a counting 7.32 right now.
Like it's totally on the table. Let's just see what happens. There's with 2 solves left, a lot can happen. Both these guys can bust at 2 6s. But obviously, since they both have a bad solve, any mistakes is kind of be game over.
Yep. So Christian probably needing 2 6s now.
He needs 2 6s. Oh, this doesn't look like a 6. It's not a 6. Christian is out of it.
That's
Chris
gonna-
with an
Yep.
8.44.
So Christian's best average now is 725. 726. Wait, no. That's best possible. 761. So yeah,
Yep,
Christian
so
cannot
he's
get
out.
top 3. He's completely out. Max Xiao, on the other hand, possibilities are
himself.
endless.
This is exciting for
He
your
could
hometown.
he could get 2 4s.
Your hometown buddy.
Come on, Max. I believe. PNW's been crushing it tonight. You know, Max Hilliard.
Good start. Flying through F2L.
Uh-oh.
A little pause there.
Uh-oh, that's not what we're looking for.
Ouch.
Max is
1180.
Gotta
All
love
right.
it. Gotta love it. Still celebrating the 11.8. So looks like Max's best possible average 763. So that puts him out of the top 3.
Yeah, so Max Park just secured a podium spot with a 736 average.
No one would have guessed that.
That
going into
is
this weekend.
wild. That is honestly incredibly slow
Yeah.
because
And I mean,
like,
Mats Falk only 0.01 behind Max.
I know Mats is probably disappointed because Lucas and Patrick are probably not going to go that slow. But I mean, I've been saying that all day. Christiana 805.
Chris with an 8.05.
Yes, we still have our top 2
Like,
seeds.
oops.
And if they jump on the podium, that would push Mats Falk to 4th by 0.01.
So I'd say there's 3 people in this final that are consistently they're a step ahead of everyone else, and that's Max, Park, Lucas, and Patrick. And
Yeah.
Lucas and Max already went, obviously, and did poorly, but not that poorly because he's first seed. But Lucas and Patrick are coming up, and they got it.
Yeah, we expect them to take the top 2.
Yeah. There we go, Max. Nice
shot,
work.
Just so
Max
accurate.
with a
704.
So precise with his turning.
I think he has to be happy with that average in the
Yeah,
final.
double fist
763. First Nationals finals. I mean,
Give
he's
another
12
round
years
of
old.
applause for Chris
He's got a nice
Yates.
career ahead of him.
Many years to go, Max. Well done.
Good job to Max.
We're
6th
happy
place.
for him.
So we got an update for you guys. If this scrolls to we got Max Park first place 736. All right, the update is that there is no update. 736,
A very
737,
close
740.
podium right now.
Very
Obviously our
close.
top 2 seeds about to go up.
I know. If I was a betting
All right,
man,
guys.
I'd
You guys
say
ready for
these
seed
guys are
1
going
and
to take
2?
1 and 2.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
it has been an
You guys ready for
interesting
seed 1 and
finals.
2?
Who knows? This could be,
All right.
this could be exciting.
Like,
Our second seed with a 6.55
There's been so
average
few
in
sixes
the
this finals.
semifinals.
Yeah.
The
Like-
17-year-old from Perth Amboy,
But 2
New
fives
Jersey. His
in the
biggest
first couple
cubing
seeds.
accomplishment.
There's barely been more sixes than
4.69, former world record single. Give it up for Patrick Potts.
Like, there's barely been more 6s than 5s in this final until right now.
Yeah, we're about to see some.
And our
fast
first seed with a 6.26 average
Some
in the
hilarious stories.
semifinals. An 18-year-old from Lexington, Kentucky. His biggest cubing accomplishment, a 4.90 3x3 world record single, the world's first sub-5. Give it up for Lucas Eder!
Lucas Eder or Lucas Better?
So I have a funny story about Lucas in his last round average. So it's really common for cubers to come over and like, how'd your average go? Oh, well, I started off with like 2 5s and then just like went downhill. Lucas comes over. How'd it go? Well, I got 2 5s.
luck.
And then I got a 6-7 and a 6-2. And we're like,
Waiting for it to.
like, where does this story get bad? He's like, then I got a 7. I'm like, wait, so your average is like 6-2? He's like, yeah, but it could have been a 5.
Little does he know you need a 736 to win it.
I know. These guys definitely are. Like, I mean, they know they can win. These guys are not the type of people who need it to be slow for them to win. They can just straight up win.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're used to the pressure. They've been on the big stage a lot.
they've both been in World Finals. They were in World Final. They were both in World Finals 3 weeks ago. I start Patrick.
Patrick.
That's how you execute a last layer,
Exactly.
right there.
Cool,
you see
calm,
that?
and collected.
Like, everyone else has gotten to the last layer at the same speed, but Patrick just smooth, and he gets a 7-1, which I don't think he's happy with, but is, by the standard set so
good
far,
time.
a very good time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Lucas. Lucas winning here would be a great comeback story. Obviously, he couldn't cube for about a year.
Yeah, it's some hand issues.
I'll have a pause there, but that
Nice PLL.
that's how you execute last layer.
Crushing
Patrick.
it.
Okay, Lucas and Patrick are showing you how to keep your composure.
Yep.
They're hitting their F2Ls well, but then boom, their last layers are on point while everyone else's last layers have been honestly
Yeah.
bad.
This is earning their spot.
Yeah,
in the
these
top
guys are
3.
showing why they're the best.
That was a fast U-perm.
Yeah, Lucas was crushing it. All right, here we go. And Lucas paused for like a solid like half second in the middle. No, Patrick is color neutral, while Lucas is a white only solver.
Oh, this is quick.
That last layer was that PLL was unfortunate.
96.
Like that PLL took him like a second and a half, and he still got 6.9. Like
Yeah.
I think he's probably thinking he's got to pick it up, but he
I'm not gonna
doesn't.
make top 3.
I know. Like whoever wins, which is probably one of these two guys, like if someone's gonna scream that they won, they're gonna be like, wait, what?
What?
Wait.
Yeah, they might not even think they're top 3.
Because if they get over 7, if they get like a low 7, they're gonna win, but they're not gonna think they could even. They maybe think they might have just not podiumed. But yeah, these guys are both in great spots. Patrick is both his first 2 solves are under the first seed. Let's see it, Lucas. Uh-oh. A little bit of some issues there.
Kind of a bad
Lucas
OLL
with
and
a
PLL case.
7.96.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
bad luck.
PLO was J-Perm, so that was fine. Ola was
Was
a
it?
bad case, though.
it
Yeah.
was like that.
But so he's 6'8" and 7'9". Like he can count that 7'9", because Lucas is gonna get some more 6s, I think. But obviously, we're looking to not count that. That's what he wants that to be his worst solve. If Patrick gets a good solve here, it's big.
This is big, yeah. His first 2 solves both under the first place.
Significantly.
Right now.
ZBL.
A ZB. Busting the ZB in the
Patrick
finals
with
of
an
nationals.
8.21.
I mean, it was like ZB to save the solve, and
That's
it
true.
wasn't quite good enough. But 8-2,
Once you start recognizing the ZB, you have to do it.
you got like it's too late. The thing about this like current standings also is if you don't get first place, you're probably off the podium because first, second, third are so close.
Yep.
What if Max wins with a 736?
Could you imagine?
That'd be so. I can't imagine because it's like, I mean, I hope one of these guys crushes it with a sub 7.
I think Max counted himself out from like the second solve.
I think so too, but he's on the podium already, guaranteed. All right, Lucas, this is it.
Nice.
654. All right, Lucas is making moves.
So he's got a counting 6-8 right now. Again,
6-8 and 7-9. So wait, if he counts another, if he gets another 6-8, he's minus a second. Okay, no. If he gets a sub 7, he's in first.
Yep.
He's plus 0.6, minus 0.5. Yeah, no, a sub 7. He's 7 flat, and he's in first.
They just got to take
All
it
he
easy.
needs is a 1-7 on the next 2 solves. He's definitely thinking, I can't count that 7-9, but he easily can.
Yeah.
Patrick, though, is clearly in the running still, especially with the start. E-perm, nailed the execution.
Nails the E-perm.
704. Patrick is in it too. All right, Lucas and Patrick up on the last 2 solves, or last 3 solves coming up. Patrick is, once this time goes in, we can see what his best and worst possibles are. Best possible, 705. Worst possible,
Wow, so he's not
747.
guaranteed.
So this last solve
Yeah.
determines everything.
Patrick could win it, or he could come fourth.
Well, Lucas, he can't clinch the win probably because Lucas is gonna have the last laugh.
Yeah.
Or the last option. Patrick needs 790 for first. That's so doable for him. That's not even doable. That's just like easy. Let's get it, Lucas. He can clinch. He can take first right here. Oh, what was that?
What happened?
879. He doesn't know it, but he's still fine.
Yeah, he could
He
still
definitely
win it.
thinks he's out of it. It might be good if he thinks he's out of this. Should we
Oh,
chill and calm
comes
on the
down
last?
to the final 2 solves.
Oh my God.
So sorry, what does Patrick need here to win it?
790 apparently said someone in chat, but well,
Lucas
not
gets
win
the last
because
laugh.
Lucas gets the he is the final say. But Lucas's best average now is 713. The winner is going to be sub 7. It's not possible for anyone to go under 7. All right, Patrick, bump into first. He should be safe. Abram.
Nice.
Patrick's in first place with 694.
What a clutch finish.
All right, Patrick is sitting at a 705 average. Wait, Lucas just won. Patrick just won.
No.
Patrick won.
Is that
Patrick
a
wins.
guaranteed first?
Patrick wins.
Wow. I'm looking in the crowd, seeing if anyone's giving him a signal.
Patrick
Looks
just
like,
won.
Looks like Derby
Patrick
Keeper's
won.
Getting excited.
Patrick just won. Oh my God! Wait, this is my bad. Let's go.
They're trying to.
Okay, so Lucas is now can go anywhere from 7-1 to 7-8. If he gets a 6, 7-1, I think he only needs like a 6-8 to get second. Decent start. Good movement. Oh, there he is. This is definitely good. Lucas gets second. Patrick Pons
What
first
a
place.
finish.
Lucas enters second place. Third place is Max Park.
Patrick wins!
He doesn't
Oh
know
my,
it yet.
yeah, he does. He does. He's the one who's told. Oh my God. Patrick Pons, U.S. National Champion 2019.
Huge.
Holy
Down
crap.
down to the wire.
I know. Lucas crushed that last solve, too. I bet Lucas doesn't even realize he got second.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really know what's going on.
Congratulations to
Final
all
results.
our finalists.
Patrick Pons, first place, 7:05. Second place, Lucas Sitter, 7:13. Third place,
Give us a couple
Max
of minutes
Park,
and we'll set up
7:36.
for the award ceremony.
Yeah, you want to grab him?
Thank you guys.
Big
Let's get
congratulations
Patrick.
to Patrick, Lucas, and Max for taking 1, 2, 3. Patrick, first-time U.S. National Champion.
Yeah.
Absolutely clutch. Lucas and Patrick, they came in and they showed us why they're first two
That's
seeds.
how you
Honestly,
that's how you earn the win for sure.
Yeah.
And second. For
I don't think
Lucas.
they're happy with their 7 lows, but like, if you told them they're going to get 7 low beforehand, they would have said, "Oh, that's not good enough." But
Yeah, no one expected the podium to be.
7-0, 7-1, 7-3. But
Yeah.
here we are. Absolutely crushed
I mean,
it.
even down to the last 2, I was wondering, is there a chance Max Park still wins?
I know. I was like, is Max going to win from seed 9 with a 7:36? Like, no way.
So Patrick's getting absolutely jumped right now.
I think
by
Patrick
the
is-
other finalists.
I think he just realized he's won.
Wow. Yeah, he's feeling good. We're gonna see if we can get him in here for an interview.
I think he's coming over.
For you guys.
Okay.
Patrick's coming over with his posse. First place at U.S. Nationals 2019.
It's fine.
All right.
All right, we're going to wait
Patrick
till
will be here
second
in
for
a bit.
Patrick. Probably be able to grab Lucas, too, at some point.
He's got a.
All right, there's a lot. We got to wait until awards, and we got a lot of time, so we can do a lot of
Yeah.
interviews. We can grab all the people so far.
Crazy. What a crazy final.
What?
I think we were all expecting that to be like a battle in the mid-6s, high 6s, but
I know. Such a surprise. 7-0 winning time at Nationals. I think that's slower than the last 2 years.
Behind the stage
Yeah.
after your attempt or your solves, please.
Big congratulations to Patrick
come
Pons,
to
first-time
the
national
red and
champion.
blue stages. Thank you.
that's a big title to hold.
I know. I know he was disappointed after not winning OH, but I think this more than makes up for it.
Especially when you're going up against Max Park right here.
I
Who
know.
Just took home, what, 4 through 7?
He did the same thing at Worlds, basically. He won 4-7 in OH, and then got 3rd or 4th in 3x3.
Yep.
Pretty
And I
similar
mean,
competitions.
Poor Mats Valk.
Bumped off.
4th place by 0.01 behind Max.
Well, he made the final by .01, so
right.
sometimes
And
what
he was
goes around
16th
comes.
seed.
He was
Yeah.
16th seed. I'm sure
So
after.
he flipped it around completely.
I'm sure when he got 737, he was like, "Oh, no
No
chance."
chance. No chance. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah. Okay. Oh, to show the results. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So look at that.
Here are the results. Yeah, Patrick Pons, Lucas Setter, Max Park, Mats Valk from the Netherlands, 0.1 off. Luke Garrett also narrowly missing. Then Drew Dillon. 8th was, I forget. 8th was Max Xiao. And we can see the rest of the results. Everyone under 9 seconds this
Yep.
year. Very good. Pretty impressive showing for everyone. No one let the nerds like completely wreck them.
Yeah,
but
no, like.
I don't
9
think
second average.
there's no reason to be super disappointed by anyone. Obviously, people would have liked to do better, as people always do, but everyone at least had the very least a respectable showing.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of first-time final appearances for these guys. Everyone
Oh.
performed well under pressure.
The last solve finals is the best solve.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah, Lucas is
5.8.
5'8".
Yeah, we had a 5.85 earlier.
What an interesting average. 6'7", 6'5", 8'7", 5'8", or 7'1".
Yeah. Wow.
What just happened?
We've got a huge crowd gathered in front now while we're waiting to get the awards set up.
Patrick is experiencing his newfound fame,
Yeah.
you know. He was already a pretty popular cuber. He's been great for a bit of time, having a world record recently, but this is his first major 3x3 competition. I think this might be his first national champion title. It's hard when you share all the same events as Max as your main events.
Yeah,
Like, he almost got, like, he was first seed in OH, but Max got him, and now crushing 3x3, the main event. Congratulations, Patrick, taking home
National champion.
$3,000.
It looks like he's making his way over here, so I'm gonna hop out. It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thanks for commentating live. It's
yeah,
been a great
it's
time.
Been great. EL and Kevin Hayes, the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on Patrick to come over.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of hugs.
He's the man of the hour.
Yeah.
Hilliard's old news now. Hilliard just walking by. I don't want to hear you say that.
Old news with the world records.
With the all world records.
Also a crazy time. If anyone missed that, I'm sure it'll be on YouTube soon.
It's on Twitch clips. Been an exciting couple of hours, that's for sure, at these finals.
Yeah. So Patrick's just getting his fair share of hugs and congratulations here. He's coming over, so let's get a word from the 2019 national champion.
You have Eric's stuff.
I'm not going to mess up like Robbie, right?
Patrick, congratulations. You did it. You won. How do you feel?
I'm lost for words. I didn't even think that the average that I got would have been like able to make it or anything like that.
That's what you were talking about. Like, you started off with 6'1", 6'9". We're like, he doesn't know it, but he's crushing it right now.
If I had known, I would have totally missed that.
Well, yeah, sometimes you don't want to know what you need.
Of course. But yeah, I didn't know at all that I was going to like have a chance at taking it. And I didn't know that Lucas and I were so close. Like, once Lucas got that 5, I thought for sure he beat me. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I wasn't paying attention to what times he was getting or anything.
Right, you won before Lucas's last. Like, it didn't matter. Well, obviously,
it was locked in.
Well, obviously, because he got his last solve was his best time.
Right.
So, yeah, you won after your 5th solve.
Yeah. So yeah, the scramble set was super bad. I think that contributed to why. What was the winning average?
705.
Yeah, that's probably why 705 won.
Yeah, 705. You, Lucas 713, and Max 736.
Okay. Yeah, I never expected it to be like that, but the scrambles were really bad, so there's not much to expect. I'm happy to do it. This is the first time ever doing something like that.
This is your first national title in any event, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a pretty big accomplishment. You took it home in the main event, 3x3.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I podiumed in all my main events.
It's a pretty good competition for you.
Yeah. This is my best performance at any competition by far.
Yeah, so you got first in 3x3, second in OH and 4x4 and 5x5. That's all your main events, right?
Yep, pretty much.
So yeah, first or second in every single event. That's a little bit better than just podiuming, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of nervous going in for 3x3 because I had like done well in my other events, so I knew that there was that expectation. And I knew, like, coming out, I actually came out of Worlds not too good. I got an 8.23 average in the finals that landed me in 13th place, which was pretty embarrassing.
After awards, so
I mean,
stick around.
But to, like, come back from that feels really good, for sure. How was it? How was watching it?
Dude, it was exciting. Like, Max went, and he gets 736. We're like, no way he's not going to podium. And then, like, everyone else just did not do well. And we're like, wait a second. Like, Lucas and Patrick, they're legit. Like, they got the stuff. And, like, literally, everyone was messing up their last layers. On the first solve for both of you, you both get to last layer at a very average time and then just crush it. And we're like, this is why these guys are the man.
Right.
Like, and then you guys took one, too.
Yeah, that just blew my mind because the entire day, like, we've told Chris Olsen, we've told Anthony Brooks, like, we want, like, me and Lucas, me and Lucas on the podium with Max, but we didn't want Max to win, which, like, sounds bad, but, like, that's
it's okay, like,
into it.
Rooting against the guy who, like, wins literally everything.
Yeah. No, this is the first time that I've ever, like, accurately predicted the podium. I, like, got it exactly, like, me, Lucas, Max.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're a new national champion. You stopped Max from being the first person to win 3 times in a row.
Right.
No one's ever done it.
Yeah.
Could Patrick Ponce be the first?
Who knows?
2020, 2021?
Yeah, this is definitely, like, a huge, like, step forward for my career.
You've been crushing it this summer. Like, I know you said that you weren't happy with your 3x3 finals performance at Worlds, but, like, you've gotten 2 sub-10 OH averages. Your 5x5 times have dropped considerably. I don't really pay attention to 4x4.
Right.
But
I guess I learned how to do that event at this
there
competition.
You go. Yeah, I mean, you got third. Oh, wait, you got 3rd and 4. But still pretty good.
3rd and 4, yeah. 3rd and 4.
I wouldn't be, like, you had an absolutely great competition. I think you took home the most prize money this weekend too.
Ooh.
With the win.
That's always a nice little stat to throw in there.
It might be close. You and Max might be close.
Right.
But the big win on first to third and 3x3, you made some bank. Not a bad weekend of cubing, you know. What did you guys win? I went to Baltimore, you know, just won like $5,000 cubing it up. Oh, no, good weekend.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the summer as a whole?
I think the summer's been really successful. Obviously, these odd years, you go to both Worlds and Nationals, and it just drains you. Like having these these 2 4-day competitions almost back to back.
Yeah, it's like really soon.
Like you know firsthand, like it just kind of sucks. Like
it was a lot.
It takes a lot out of you. And I also went to a competition in Australia the week before.
Oh
Worlds,
yeah.
So
because you were traveling a lot for Australia.
You know, so 3 competitions this summer. It's like it doesn't sound like a lot, but
it's a lot.
Yeah,
like,
especially because these 3 competitions I've been surrounded by like the upper echelon of cubing. Like these aren't local competitions. Like these numbers aren't.
And these matter. Like it's a lot of effort to like get your mindset right and just getting prepped when there's so much pressure.
Right.
What is next for Patrick Ponce?
I don't know. I'm definitely taking a break.
Very
I
reasonable.
think it's absolutely necessary.
All organizers come
I've been
back to
keeping so much
right now. All
in preparation for Worlds and just everything. So I definitely need to take a break, but I'm going to start preseason a little bit earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for this I started December 1st, and I felt super behind.
Really?
Like popping into Australia, I thought I had a chance to like podium and like big cubes and stuff, and it's like too ambitious. And when I really stuck to just like 3 events, do these 3 events well, that's when I started to get better times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was able to actually like prove that in competition. And yeah, so next, like this upcoming season, I'm definitely going to put more emphasis into just focusing on a set of events instead of just hoping, all the numbers will fall into place and I'll be good at everything. Like,
are you just like, 3, 4, 5, and OH is kind of sounding like your main focus?
Yeah, pretty much.
All the cited like super main events, basically.
Yep. Yeah. I'm definitely proud that I was not only able to win like podium in the air stuff because I've never really like been one to do that.
You did everything. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you had a phenomenal competition.
Yeah, I really can't complain much. This is.
When does your season
get?
You said season started December 1st, which.
Preseason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is what it takes to be an elite cuber, guys. You got to start your preseason. You can take your little break after summer, but your preseason's got to start early, hitting that grind.
August, September, it's okay if you don't cube, but after that, you need to start working on stuff.
I guess next year's kind of like just nationals, or I think it'll be North American champs. It's unsure.
So I don't know about that. Whatever it is, I'll be going to it,
right.
obviously. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to Euro, and I'll probably be going to Asians as well.
Right.
So I'll still have 3 major competitions in the summer.
That's a lot, yeah.
So it's a lot. Like I have technically more to prepare for next year, even though it's not a Worlds year.
It's like, I mean, obviously they don't quite mean as much because they're not like your regional championships, but still like a lot of pressure, a lot of great cubers, and it like gives you a lot of experience, especially when Worlds. I think I mentioned this. Worlds 2021 is only like 2 years away. Am I right?
Yeah, it feels so short. Like when I got straight out of Paris, that's when I made the switch to color neutrality.
Right.
Just like that 2018 just flew by, and it's like, oh, it's Worlds again, and it's like, oh no, like you have to like.
I don't know. I feel like Paris is a long time ago.
Right.
But I don't know.
Maybe because you're like.
I just been
last year.
Kind of a lot of cycles, but yeah, it seems like you got a very good plan. Good plan. Know what you're doing. Know the future. You've been crushing it. I'm excited to see
what. So much.
I'm excited to see that Patrick Ponce world record list grow next year. You added a lot of rows on your profile, with your history of championship podiums.
Oh, thank you.
That's what it's all about, adding rows in your profile.
Well, it's been a great comp.
Thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah,
congratulations once again.
Thank you.
I'll see you around.
Sure, man.
Lucas, enter. All right, we're trying to corral Lucas over here. You need second place. What year did Lucas win last time? I forget. Yeah, can you? You can take your backpack off too. All right, I'm sitting here with Lucas Eder, your second place runner-up 3x3 at U.S. Nationals 2019. How you feeling?
I'm great.
Just bring this.
Yeah, got it.
Hello.
Yeah, feeling great.
If you are a white jacket member,
One
we
sec.
are doing a photo at the conclusion of awards. Please
Okay,
stick
we
around
got
if
tons of
you are
time.
Cubicle/have a white jacket. Thank you.
Yeah, so nice bounce back. You won Nationals 2016, and now you got to take a break.
Yeah.
What does it mean to come back and have a phenomenal competition this weekend?
Oh yeah, so I got 2 podiums, which was way more than I could have imagined or hoped for. Just glad to be back. Like just competing at a competition of this magnitude was something that I couldn't fathom, like a year ago. So I'm just glad to be back and super delighted to have 2 podiums.
It's a very, very impressive weekend. A couple of second places doesn't hurt either.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that you were starting to compete again, and people were like, "Yeah, Lucas is back." And I checked the results, and I was like, "Wow, you know what? People would say Lucas is back if he got like 1 sub-7 average." But I looked at the results, I was like, "No. Lucas is back. He's crushing sub-7s in the regular. Yeah. How did you just come back after not queuing for so long, and not only get to your old speed, but you caught, because everyone else is getting faster, and you just caught up to them immediately almost.
Yeah, so I took the year to improve my fingers, because back in 2017 when I took off, I had already some swelling issues. So my TPS when I came back was even better than before. So that
already pretty fast.
Yeah. So even better than before, and it only took a few weeks to get my my clumsy turning fixed. So
it's pretty quick results.
Yeah.
So how did walk us through your 3x3 finals, because obviously the winning time was probably not what people expected. And
yeah.
what were you thinking after you counted the 7.9?
I thought I was out of contention for winning, which I really
Wasn't true.
Yeah, it wasn't true.
Yeah.
But I felt like if I could pull low 7, I would have a chance, because Patrick wasn't doing that well either. We were kind of neck and neck.
Right.
So I was just hoping for podium.
We're gonna.
You got a nice 5.8 in the last one. Anything special about that solve, or?
First up
It was full step, but I predicted PLL during my last during my OLL, so that kind of made the solve.
Fastest solve of national finals.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It was. I mean, Patrick said the scrambles all sucked. Would you agree?
They were mediocre, I'd
Okay.
say.
You do white only, and you're saying they're mediocre.
Yeah. Not the worst.
You have any plans to switch to car neutral, or no?
It might not be necessary, but I might try. I might give it a go.
You might go. I'm gonna go for it. It's not fun. Oh shoot! Wait, what is going on? Oh, we're doing mosaics. We can keep going for a little bit. Yeah, how was walk me? Obviously 3x3 finals, second place. How do you feel about 2x2 finals?
I was way more nervous for 4x4, because I know I had to be on my A game to podium for that. But for 2x2, I know how easily the top competitors can mess up. So
and you're a veteran.
I wasn't nervous. Yeah. I just kind of had the mentality it's whatever if I don't do well. So that kind of allowed me to turn pretty well.
Yeah, and you got second. And I saw you've won 3 times already.
Yeah, 3-peat.
2x2 3-peat. There you go. What are they doing? They're doing mosaic. Yeah. What's next on the docket for Lucas Eder?
Ooh. I'm just gonna keep going with 2 through 4, probably trying to push the limits, or
next up,
get faster in those. We'll see.
Do you have any comps? I don't know. You probably don't have any major comps coming up, obviously.
I mean, Euros next year or Asian Champs would be nice, but nothing in the immediate future. So we'll see.
Gonna take a little break, or you just keep going back to the grind?
Yeah, so I start college, so probably won't have as much time to practice, but I'll still go to college.
Yeah.
No retirement.
No retirement. No retirement. I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I'm 8 years older than you.